Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Humble Greatness in the building. And we got the Humble Greatness team here with me, man. And we're going to talk about New Music Tuesdays, man. We're going to talk about what happened last night. The goods, the bads, the uglies. We're not trying to be on here too long, but, man, afterwards we had a little powwow. Really just trying to figure out how we can move this thing forward. Another great night full of artists. Full of a lot of talent, man. But there's still some things that I believe artists aren't grasping. The first thing I want to talk about is production, okay? So you'll hear like a great song. An artist will be going through his thing, doing his thing, and then all of a sudden you hear, purchase your tracks today. Or you hear some other tag, man, and DJ3 is walking over to me. He's like, bro, this cat loses all credibility like already. So I'm going to go over to Abdel, producer, you know what I'm saying? So if you do need beats, exclusive beats, this guy right here can make them for you.
I'll get you right.
He makes mine.
Every time, right? So talk about the importance of good production.
The overall importance of production is that if you have a good beat, the song is going to be hard. And what
Automatic, yes.
And what I find is that when you have because some of the beats that were on there were hard, they were hard, and that really drives the song. They could literally be saying whatever on the record, but as soon as you hear that beat, you got
The first
heads,
5 seconds,
heads bobbing,
10 seconds.
Yeah, so it's extremely important to make sure you have good quality production.
Absolutely.
Also, Lyrical was saying, when it comes to production and when it comes to overall the tags that are being on the beat, if you buy a beat, even if you lease it, the tag is not going to be on the beat.
Yeah, so this whole, let me download this YouTube beat with all these tags in it. The judges they're not rocking with none of that. You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't be rocking with that either. Let me tell you why. I can understand if you're trying to come up with a demo tape or you just getting started, but when you're talking about paying money for a show, getting in front of an A&R that can help you with the opportunities, when you're putting your music in front of professional people, you got to come more professional, right?
Right. I was about to say, you just said a key thing, professional. That's how it needs to be taken with production. That's a big difference when you step into it. You can't just do it and hurry up and release it. That's what a lot of artists do that be hurting them more than helping. Just like he said, what was it? Let me say his name right. JD313 said out his mouth, patience is a part of this journey.
Absolutely.
Don't rush it. And for me, that hit hard in what I do. So I was like, man, I felt like in that moment, even God was speaking you don't rush art. You don't rush something that you is meant to change your life, for real. So
you're right.
It's even last night, I heard a lot of things that artists, I know was going in one ear and out the other, because some people cannot take criticism.
They can't take it, man.
So production, if you do not have good production, and y'all was there last night, you know what they're going to say. And even people that had awesome songs, but they didn't own it. They were like, bro, what are you doing? I'm saying, you lost me.
Yeah.
And I mean, they were some killer beats, because the ones I heard, I was like, man, that was some crazy samples. But when they came back and said, yeah, I don't own this or this and that, they just threw it away. That's just a mixtape thing.
Yeah.
So that's the thing to keep in mind, too. Even the direction as an artist when it comes to production is, what are you doing? What's the quality you're looking for? And are you willing to take time to make the right product? Because, again, JD313 said, which that man said a lot of great things last night. I was listening. I was like, he's really giving game.
He was one of the judges, right?
Yeah, he was a taller one.
Yep.
I forgot what I was gonna say, but we can move on to the next one. But yeah, man.
I know that one thing that he said that really resonated with me was, if you buy a lease and somebody buys the exclusive off of it, you don't own the song.
Correct.
Right.
So if it blows up, you're not going to get anything from that.
Correct.
So, which is why it's extremely important to make sure you get not only quality production, but exclusive production that belongs to you, so you own it.
And I understand, like, being an artist is expensive. I know. I was an artist for a long time, you know, over 15
Centuries.
over 15 years, right? So when artists come to me and they be like, well, I can't spend the money or don't have the bag or something like that. Patience, like, everything's timing. And I understand that it's been expensive, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep it 100. Nobody told you to be an artist.
No.
You told yourself that you want to be an independent artist, which means independently, right? It means I am going to do everything that a label does, and I'm gonna do it for myself. That's what you're telling.
And that's a lot of money.
Yeah, that is.
And if your bag ain't right, like y'all like to say, then you're not gonna be able to achieve it. Even you can't even look at it with the bag. You got to look at it as if the bag is being created, which it is.
But DJ 3 said something last night when he was like, well, y'all can smoke the best weed and buy the best J's, but y'all can't even spend $25 on a beat.
But that's priorities, bro. That's something mentally within the artist they got to figure out, because that comes on to, again, an individual, how bad they want it. That's why it's not so many millionaires in this world. Everybody likes the fascination of what it looks like, but they don't want to put in the work to actually achieve it.
It's a lot
like,
of work.
it looks good. Y'all need to understand, it looks good, but there are so many things that go on to actually doing it the right way. Right way. And when you do it the right way, it's just like, oh my goodness, I'm glad. And that's a part of the process. I just hope y'all get it one day.
I mean, you good. We're going to move to the next point. Knowing your song. It's amazing to me how many artists are going on stage and not even knowing their song. Like, at all. Like, come on, man. You should be practicing all the time. You know what I'm saying? It would, like, even the greats practice. You know what I'm saying? Even the greats take criticism. Like, let's just take Tom Brady, for example. Arguably one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He's still in that film room, bro. He got all them championships, and after the games, you still in the film room studying. You still got coaches. A lot of y'all, as soon as the judges were saying something, y'all is like, oh yeah, man, I know. And then the judges are like, well, if you know all of that, then why are you messing up your performance? So a lot of y'all, like, when they talking to you, bro, just don't say nothing. Just shut up and listen. And a lot of y'all can't do that because y'all's pride is in the way. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're here to get judged and get critiqued to make you better, like, that's why they're here. You know what I'm saying? And then if there's an artist that they feel is ready for the next level, tap in.
And not only that, you coughing up your money to get that, like, real talk.
You spending money. Why are you spending money and not being prepared?
Right. And not only that, bro, like, it comes back to you as a professional. You don't know who you are. And they said something that you never know. And I'm going to say this for my personal self, because I had so many opportunities out this. That's why I treat every show the same, whether it's 2, 20, 100, 1,500, whoever in the room. You have to come with the same presence and energy every time and treat it the same, because if you don't, you may miss your blessing that night. That may be the biggest A&R in that room, just chilling, vibing. Oh, let's go out and have a good night, want a couple drinks. Oh, there's a showcase, let's pull up. You never know, your chance could have been right there at that moment and you lollygagging. And you don't know your words. And for me, I'm going to look at you and I'm going to be real as hell. I'm going to laugh at you as an artist because you don't take yourself serious. So for me, as an artist in my lane, I'm just like, bro, come on, man, get it together. Because just like they say, you could be in the mirror practicing. Somebody that loves this, somebody that's meant to do this is what they're going to wake up and apply every day. When we talk about Tom Brady, every day that man gets up and studies. That's how you got to treat this game. If you really love it and you're really about it, which I hear a lot of artists say, but when it comes to putting in that work, knowing your song is a key thing. The face is on you. What do you think, bro?
I mean, I think the overall point should be, or the question that every artist should ask themselves is, am I doing this because I want to make a career out of this, or do I just have an expensive hobby?
Come on, I like that. Okay,
that's real.
Or a hobby in general.
Love that.
I mean, everyone has a hobby,
right?
Not everyone has to do this full time or pursue this as a career.
Yeah, what am I in this for? What do I want out of this? And then you should just pursue from there. So next thing, man, we're going to talk about crowd control.
Yeah.
And we're going to get on and off this topic real quick. When y'all are performing, do not look down at the ground, right? Do not, involve the crowd in what you're doing, But a lot of y'all, what y'all do is you get on the mic as soon as, the host gives you the mic. Oh, okay, everybody come to the front. You gotta have more power than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that you want people to the front, yes, but everybody's going to say that line. Everybody's gonna be like, all right, everybody come to the front. I got some heat. Yo, you gotta practice on your introduction. Also, what it is when I was doing shows, I would show up early and I would literally handshake and get everybody's social media, everybody in the room. So then when I go up there and say, yo, everybody to the front, they already know who I am. I'm not just some new face coming up there, haven't built no relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, y'all got to speak up more and get out. A lot of y'all are doing music, but y'all don't have the personality that's needed to advance. You know what I'm saying? Like I always tell these guys here, your relationships are going to take you further than your talent ever will. That is a fact. The relationships. So even if you're talented and you up there and the judges are saying stuff and you got a bad attitude about it, bro, they out on you. And DJ 3 is coming to me in the back like, yeah, man, we ain't rocking with this cat. Like straight up. Like, yeah, his music is cool, but man, we just don't like his attitude.
And when it comes to crowd control, again, treat it like film. Go watch some greats. Watch how they,
study good
interact
man.
with the crowd. Like for me, again, shout out to my dog, Angelo, taught me a lot about crowd control. Like there was a time that I had no idea of how to interact with the crowd. And it's okay. You have time to learn and grow. Don't get upset about it. Just know, hey, when my next show come, I'm going to take this opportunity more serious. I'm telling y'all something. It went from, you go from having one show, another show turns into another one opens the door for another one, but that's when you treat it the same.
Yeah.
You got to treat it the same, because when you treat it the same, that crowd control that you've been working on becomes no longer something you're practicing. It becomes a routine.
That's just natural.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I seen this man take water guns, freaking beach balls, and I'm talking about crazy
cell
stuff.
Phones.
And
this is
my first like performance doing that, seeing it that way, and I'm talking about, man, the greatest experience ever. So I took a lot from those moments, if you get what I'm saying. So when I say go back and study crowd control, take advantage of that. There's nothing wrong with that. Find your favorite artists and see how they interact, how they turn up, and what you can do and add on your own flavor to. A lot of people ain't gonna give you that free game.
I mean, yeah, I agree with everything that they were talking about. I mean, you just got to be able to control the crowd.
Yeah, you're right.
And from what I've noticed from like some of the acts is that they would really engage with the audience. And I felt like I was really like living through their experience, like what they were talking about. Like I could really hear what they were saying. And that's why it's extremely important to always make sure that you are in control of that.
All right, it's like a narrator.
100%.
You're telling a story. Yeah. You got to keep them captivated. That's what it's about. Captivation of the mind, of the soul.
All right, now the next thing, man, we're going to talk about photo and video real quick. So the issue that I had was when I'm reaching out to artists and they're asking about the show, asking about booking on the show, and I'm like, yo, send me a photo of you that we're going to use to promote. And y'all, like, none of y'all, I'm not going to say none, 99.9% of y'all,
which means there's 1%.
y'all don't have like professional photos. And we do, bro, we do video and photography. We do beats, we do mixing and match, like we do everything. But when we're showing your photo that you sent to the A&R, A&R's like, bro, what kind of photo is like? Did
This
they
is
just take
janky.
this? Yeah, like it's not professional at all. Come holler at us for professional photos. We will do them for a great price, because that's something that y'all need. It's a necessity. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be shooting these little backyard shots with terrible lighting, and if you're gonna come as a performer and you say you want to do this professionally or in a professional field, you just got to have a better, what do I want? Like a better, like wrap around the package.
Right. Well,
you know what I'm saying? You got to package it up.
Right. You're a walking product. You are a walking product. If you don't see yourself as a product, then you're in the wrong game. Even though you're an artist, people want you. They're going to spend money on you. You got to look at it that way. When people say, I am Bakari Washington, I'm going to use myself as an example, excuse me. When you hear I am Bakari Washington, know that that is a brand. That's just not part of my government name. That is my business. So as you walk around and you say, oh, I'm such and such, okay. Like, apply that in your life, in your walk every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that means with your photos, that goes back to being professional and taking yourself serious. This is the baby steps that's needed in order to, like, guys, the only reason I say that is because I had to step backwards, reevaluate what I was doing, and then go back and do it again correctly, which I'm doing this time. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's called learning and achieving. Because once you fall down, you get back up and you go harder. So if photos is something you missing, you already deal with Humble Greatness, come holler at us. You need videos, we got that too. If you guys just have a question in general of what you need to move forward, we can help you. And that's what we're here willing to do. And we're not trying to, like, pick on any artists out here. We just trying to say, hey, we got a lot of love for y'all and it's a lot of talent. And we really want to help y'all. But we can't help you if you don't want to help yourself.
You're right.
So the first thing we can say is, hey, don't send crappy photos when you can hit up and we'll literally work something out to make you get the product that you need to be professional. Please take the time to look at yourself that way when you look in the mirror. And I think that's a lot of issue with artists out here. We wake up, we look around, and we notice that we're still stuck here, meaning I'm still in Wichita. Oh, man, I'm still trying to grow and do that. If you don't think beyond Wichita, you're never going to be who you're meant to be. Have a game plan. Again, photos is something small, but that's a step in the plan. You feel me? It's an order of operation. You got anything?
You're gonna stand out a lot more. And like from what I've noticed from my business at least, is that a lot more people engage with you when you have a lot more professional quality content.
Right.
And that comes with like videos and photos in general.
Yep.
You know, it's gonna make you stand out more and it's gonna make you look expensive.
And that's the first thing that I told him and Fernando. You know what I'm saying? When they first said we want to be on Team Humble Greatness, you know what I'm saying? We want to work with y'all. I was like, cool, y'all need professional photos. And we did headshots that day. And Abdel even hit me. He was like, bro, I'm getting hit up a little bit more because of what I'm bringing to the table as far as like the professional look. You got anything else you want to say?
And I mean, it also made me look more professional as a brand. And it made... when people would see the photos, they would be like, oh, he really does what he says he does.
Absolutely.
And that's crucial if you want to succeed in this.
And not only that, you got to remember, as a product, you have to show your product off. You got to give them teasers. You got to give them things to look forward to. So that means it can't just be a one-time thing. And that's when it come back to game plan, man. Just hear me out when I say this. I promise it'll make sense. So game planning, my people. You have photos. You have videos, you have songs, and then you come out with a time chart of releasing when you want to do everything. Be a little more organized. Take yourself that serious. I say that again because I am an independent artist. I am an independent entrepreneur. And this is a real daily grind every day. And if you feel like you can't do it, it's okay. It's okay, but don't give up on yourself unless you fully try. You put that 110 in. So again, it could be something small as photos, production, knowing your song, crowd control.
You right.
All of that, bro.
And then last thing, we're going to talk about mixing and mastering. So a lot of y'all perform over your words. I don't have the issue with it. I don't, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I think if the song's great no matter what, no matter if you rap over your words or not. So that's not an issue for me. But a lot of y'all, when y'all send me y'all songs, y'all need to go to better studios. Y'all can come over here if y'all want to and work with me, but there's other people too. Like as an artist, bounce around to different studios, man. I'm going to tell you that. Go find somebody who has what you want quality-wise. There's a lot of different qualities when it comes to professional quality, you know what I'm saying? But usually everybody has their own little secret sauce, you know? There's some people who come to me and they're like, man, I like your sound, or I like the way you do the beat drops, or they like that, so they come to me for that. There's other engineers, we just all we just all got a little different sound. Like I can turn on a song and be like, oh yeah, this is from this studio.
Right.
Or turn on another song and be like, oh yeah, I know you recorded this here. You know what I'm saying? So man, you know, holla at me, Mr. Humble Greatness. I'll get you in the lab, you know what I'm saying? We'll work. But man, some of the songs I heard last night, the quality was terrible.
Boo boo.
Yeah, it was really,
I'm gonna be real.
It was really
boo-boo.
bad.
You gotta. One thing, even as an artist, again, independent artist, you spending money out your pocket, dude. Think about that. I'm giving you such and such X amount of money, and I'm coming in to record my song. First of all, I'm gonna be on your butt to make sure my song need to be where it needs to be at. But on my end as an artist, I mean, I need to be prepared to help make the best quality music. And then if the engineer is truly not doing his part, that's when you can be like, first of all, as an artist, just don't take whatever. When you walk into the studio, they work for you. Not in a way of being disrespectful. Don't do that at all. I'm saying is in a creative mindset, when you walk in there, that is a person that is giving you service. So if a song's not where you're at or where you want it, speak up. And if you didn't come in prepared, that's on you. But don't waste your time when it's time, because that's a part of mixing and mastering. But some people want to go in there and just rush everything and think they're going to have a great song, like the engineer's going to make it great. No, bro, you can rush the song because, right, somebody could show up late. They're trying to hurry up and get the song done. They don't care about how it sounds. They just want to put it out. They'll literally record it the same day, throw it out. And then, bam, this is my new single. I just recorded it today, 10 minutes ago. What do you guys think? Nigga, that's trash. That's trash, bro. I'm just keeping it 110. One thing about me, I'm going to tell you the honest truth. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your money, bro. I do this, bro. Like, real talk. We do this. We do this for real. This is like every day. And I'm not saying this in a way of, excuse me, I get excited about it because that's how passionate I am about it. But it's just like, bro, don't waste your time in this, because it's like, bro, you walk into that studio. How I see it is when I come in, when me and my brother ever work, right? Example. I come in. There's rare times I'm not prepared. And if I'm not, there's been time where I stopped in the middle of a session and said, nah, bro, we ain't doing this.
Bro, this ain't it.
And you know that, but for real, on me, that's my loss. That's my loss. But at the same time, I knew what I came in the studio with my mind, like, hey, I'm not prepared today. That was my first time actually like, hey, I'm just going to come here and do whatever. But the example is from that one time to every time that I come in, I'm usually prepared. I have it done. And me as an artist, I'm so particular on every bar I spit. If it's not where I want it at sounding wise, we're going to do it until I get there. So if you're an artist that's independent and want to take yourself serious, be in that mirror again and practice. Like,
practice,
hear
man,
yourself.
practice.
Jibba jabba, you know that I do it, la, 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 la. Like, for real. And that comes back. And if you do it every day for an hour, and then you go to, so let's say, all right, real quick, and now I'm going to move on and give it to the next person. All right, so let's say Monday to Friday. You got a studio session on Friday. You wrote the song already on Monday. That means every damn day you should be practicing until you get in that studio. So when you get in there, you don't have no paper. You got your cadence down. You got your switch up down. You have your ad-libs. And then not only that, when you walk in there, you want to know how much more respect you're going to get from the engineer. Because he's going to be like, dang, man, he's in here. He knocked it out, and I can work.
Yeah.
Most of the time, the engineer's like, dang, I got to wait for you to record to really do my part.
Come on, man.
Because I can't just send it to you this way, but we are impatient as artists too, because we want to, throw this mix on or throw that on our man. I need to hear something. And it's just like, bro, get your part done. Then he can do his part. It's, again, an order of operation. If you don't come prepared, and that's funny, even with the beats. If you don't own the beat, what are you doing? If you know it's going to be a mixtape song, then do it that way. But it's levels, man. Instrumental, lyrics.
Bro.
Do half of y'all even know? Do y'all even know how to process your lyrics so you can make money off of it? I'm pretty sure 90% of y'all don't. It's levels to it, even off the instrumental. Do you know even? I'm not even gonna put that out there. Y'all gotta learn that one. Just real talk, bro.
That's a whole different combo.
Right, for
man.
real.
We'll be here for hours.
I'm gonna pass it on because I can keep talking about this, but my point is, as an artist, take yourself serious. Don't go in there wasting time in the studio. Because I'm gonna say I sat in a couple sessions. And I was just like, damn, man. Like, if I had this time, I would. And I talk to artists, too. Some of them just don't care. Some of them just don't care. And it's just like, okay, well, why are you wasting your time? But I'm done.
And, I mean, if you're not even prepared, just book more studio time.
Right.
I mean, it all depends on how you are as an artist. Like, I know my partner, Fernando, he recently recorded an artist. And literally he said, this man just walked in, He said, punch me in. And he went. And in 10 minutes, the song was done. His verse was done. So, and not everyone is really capable of that. I know in my short-lived rap career, I know I didn't really, I couldn't really like get my stuff down. So I had to like really like write it down, and like I just needed a lot more time with it. And that's okay. If you need more time, you need more time. But again, it goes into that investment part.
It's all topic.
Where some people don't want to invest, but I mean, yeah.
What was your rapper name?
What?
What was your rapper name? Was it 10 seconds?
No.
But he never even shared that with me.
I want to know. What's your rapper name?
I mean, I
asked him now. Now he got to say it. What's your rapper name?
It was Veracity.
Veracity?
That's not bad at all.
Okay.
We'll talk about that off.
That's kind of hard.
With that being said, y'all, we're saying this because we care. We are part of the Wichita community. Like, we love y'all.
Real talk.
There's just things that y'all just need to tighten up as a whole. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, take this, share it with another artist, and just hit us up, man. We're here to help y'all out. Like, that's why we're here. We love doing this at a high level. And the concerns, the questions, everything we went over, this is stuff coming from the A&Rs. This is stuff coming
Right.
from the judges. This is, you
Top
know what I'm saying?
DJs.
It's not just, oh, let's bash. We ain't here to bash nobody. We just saying we need to tighten it up. We need to be more professional when it comes to professional people coming to see y'all.
But at the same time, it wasn't that bad, y'all. That's
really
the thing.
wasn't. It
It
really
was not
wasn't,
that
man.
bad.
It really wasn't that bad at all. There's just little things, man, that a lot of y'all artists just need to tighten
Right.
up.
I'm just so
And once we
extra
get it
with
together, man, it's gonna be great. So with that being said, man, go ahead, tap in, like, subscribe. You already know the YouTube channel, Humble Greatness Studios is going down. Y'all take care.